Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Listen, I'm just about to wrap up my day. I got a few more appointments to head to today, but I want to take a moment because my next appointment is about that I'm driving to right now is about an hour drive. So I want to take a moment because I got a long drive to have a conversation with you guys, right? Because some of you guys who follow me or who are subscribed to my channel, I'm sorry. You guys know what I do. Okay, I'm in the financial service field, but more so I'm an insurance agent, licensed insurance agent. And with that being said, I get certain things or certain information that come across my feed. And what I'm doing now is pretty much just, I like to share with people just to enlighten people because a lot of people don't know what's really going on out here. People are busy working and trying to take care of their family, that they don't truly take time out to evaluate, their long-term plan, their retirement plan, right? So I just want to take a moment just to talk to you guys about an article that I received yesterday, right? And this article is going to shock some of you guys because when you hear it, you're going to say, what is this person talking about, right? But I'm going to break down just my point of view as to why I believe this individual think what they think, right? The article says, I'm scared to death that I'll run out of money. My wife and I are in our 50s and we have $4.4 million saved up. Can we retire early? Let me read that for you one more time. I'm scared to death that I'll run out of money. My wife and I are in our 50s and have $4.4 million. Can we retire early? Okay. The gentleman is actually 52 years old. He's been married for 27 years from what I'm seeing here, right? Now, why would a person that have $4.4 million, why would they be afraid? Hey Jamie, how you doing? Glad you're on. Why would a person like that be afraid to retire after having $4.4 million? Now, here's what they say. They say to retire well in America, to retire comfortably is the key word. Okay, you need about $2.1 million, somewhere around there, to retire comfortably in America. And right now, the average 401k is about $187,000, somewhere around there, the average 401k. So this couple obviously has done well for themselves. But I want to break down with you guys my reason as to why I believe that they are concerned that they might run out of money after having saved $4.4 million. Number one, I believe that they have the money in a taxable account. That's number one. So if that be the case, 40% of that money is probably going to go to the IRS once they trigger it for income. Okay? That's the very first thing that I thought about. That why would this person be afraid and they have $4.4 million? Number two, they probably have a high lifestyle. Okay? I'm assuming this gentleman makes pretty decent income because you kind of have to make pretty good income for you to have accumulated $4 million. Okay? So they probably have a really high standard of living. Okay, that's number two. Money is probably also invested in an account that has a market effects. For example, 401k, stocks, mutual funds, stuff like that. So this is probably the reason why he's more so concerned, because he wants to retire. He's 52. I'm assuming he probably want to retire before he's 60. So if he retires before he's 60, and let's say he lives to the age of, let's say, 85, for example, and let's say after taxes he's left with 2.5 million for him and his wife. The next thing that I want to talk about too is he may have factored in healthcare costs during retirement, which is probably going to run the average person anywhere between $170 something thousand to about $210,000. Is how much healthcare costs is going to run you. And last but not least, he may have factored in long-term care. So why am I bringing this up? A lot of us who are planning for retirement do not consider these things until it's too late. That's the concern that he's having right now. I'm going to believe that it's come to a point where you either have to realize that, hey, I may have to work a little bit longer, okay, for us to comfortably be able to retire. Even though $4.4 million to me, I think anybody in the United States should be able to retire off of that. But then again, I don't know what kind of lifestyle that they have. He might still have a really hefty mortgage. You understand? Now, here's three of those items which I don't understand why people don't consider this. And I'm gonna just come out and say it. Life insurance would have solved a lot of this problem that this gentleman is having. Because if, for example, he had that money inside a, what we call an index universal life insurance policy, right? That money will be non-taxable. So the entire $4.4 million will be his. So he can definitely sleep better at night in that scenario. 2, if the market was to crash, he don't have anything to worry about, because life insurance has a floor that it cannot go below, and that's usually 0. I don't know if you guys ever heard a saying called the power of 0. That's usually a life insurance policy, which means that when everybody else is losing money, you're not making money, but you're also not losing money. You're getting 0% interest. So for example, when the market is negative 10%, your money never took a loss. You just didn't make any interest return. So while everybody is losing money, your money is still stable. Okay? So, again, I don't understand why people do not consider a life insurance as a financial you can possibly have to safeguard your retirement income. If you want to invest in other things for play money, do that. But when it comes to your retirement income, I think life insurance, especially at IUL, should be at the very, very top of your list for your portfolio. 3, if he's considering long-term care, life insurance has a feature in it with the living benefits. God forbid individual, you know, fall sick, things like cancer, heart attack, stroke, dementia, renal failure, stuff like that, you actually at that point now able to activate your life insurance death benefit while you're still living, and possibly able to access anywhere between 85 to 95% of your life insurance death benefit. So you see, one policy solves three things so far, right? And then ultimately, God forbid, you know, you pass away, your family get a huge death benefit. Whereas I'm assuming in the scenario that this gentleman is in right now, after tax. So let's assume 40 with the life ones, it would be non-taxable. So let's say, for example, this gentleman has $4.4 million saved. Let's say he opened up a policy for $5 million. His family will now get $5 million that will go to them 100% tax free. This is why I don't understand it, you know, and I think it may be a lot of education that may need to be had in reference to why life insurance makes so much more sense. I know people are used to what's sexy, right? What everybody's doing, what everybody's talking about. But sometimes the hot girl might not be the one that's for you. Sometimes it might just be the average woman that's gonna come in and turn your life around. And that's how I look at life insurance. It's not sexy. It's like the average girl. But that average girl can come in and help you progress in life. So listen, if you guys are watching this today and you're interested in what we just talked about, and you just want, let's say, some information, or you want to know more, or if you're watching this and you don't have any life insurance currently, and you want to look into some life insurance, or you're watching this and you don't have any retirement income, or again, you're watching this and let's say you're retired and you got some money to roll over, or let's say you may have, you know, lost your job and you got some money in your 401k, 403b, TSP, and you want to move it. Okay. I've been doing this now for 16 years. I have over 3,000 plus clients on the books. I've insured my entire clients combined with over $350 million, and on pace for $400 million by the time this year closes out. What life insurance death benefit? So I've been around for a while. So if you're interested in getting more information or learning more about life insurance or learning more about tax-free retirement savings, text me at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. Or you can go to my site, navigate through the site. We have a bunch of things that we offer. And then if you see something that you're interested in and you want more information in, message us, and that is TitanEvolutionGroup.com. TitanEvolutionGroup.com. I'm gonna put it in the description after I upload this. But again, this is information that a lot of people do not know about, and I think if they really understand it, it would change a lot of lives, and it will give you more security in retirement. All right. So listen, I thank you guys for taking a moment out to watch me. I know people are busy with life, so I thank you guys who got on with me. And again, if you have more questions, please feel free to give me a call, text me, or message me, and I'll be here to support you and help you, through the process. Other than that, have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Talk to y'all soon.